Good morning, guys. Now we are studying chapter 1 of part 3 of chapter 1. Different type of component of a force. Com- com- what is component? Component of a force. Force acting at some angle from the coordinate axis. This is coordinate axis x and y axis and x axis. And suppose this is force is acting at some angle with respect to x axis. Force is acting at an angle theta with respect to x axis. Force acting at some angle from the coordinate axis can be resolved into two mutually perpendicular components. Means it can be resolved into y axis or it can be resolved into x axis. This is called components. The component of a force parallel to the x axis is called x component. Suppose this force we are resolving to parallel to x axis, then it is called x component. If force F is resolved into y axis and parallel to the y axis, then it is called y component. F of x equal to f cos theta means when force F is resolved at an angle theta with respect to x axis, then it is f of x value is equal to f cos theta. Similarly, force F is resolved into y axis, then force of y component equal to f of sin theta. Resolution of a force. The process of splitting up the given force into a number of components without changing its effects. A force is splitting into a number of components without changing its effects on the body. It's called resolution of a force. A force is generally resolved along two mutually perpendicular axes. Another is y component and another is x component, another is y component. Principle of resolution. What it states? It states the algebraic sum of the resolved parts of a number of forces in a given direction is equal to the resolved part of their resultant in the same direction. Now we are doing some problem regarding based on the resolution of a force. In this question given a machine component of 1 meter long. I am here drawing the figure. This is its central axis. And suppose this angle is 60 degree. Whole length of the component is 1.5 meter. It is given in the question. A machine component of 1.5 meter long of weight 1000 Newton. It 1000 Newton and is supported by two ropes AB and CD. This is AB rope and this is CD rope. And both have tension T1 and T2 respectively. This is T2. This tension is T1 and this tension is T2. AB tension is T1 and CD tension is T2. Now we have to calculate this T1 and T2. Means what is the tension value of AB rope and CD rope. How we will calculate? We have given weight. How much given? Weight given W equal to 1000 Newton. Now we are drawing free body diagram. Suppose free body diagram is body weight is 1000 Newton. And here T1 equal to, this is 60 degree. T1, we don't know what is T1 value. How we can calculate? Wait, wait a second. Now resolving the forces along x-axis. Resolving the forces along x-axis means this axis. We are following in horizontal axis, this axis. What we will get? T1 means summation f of x equal to, we have to find summation f of x equal to 0. How we will getting? Minus T1 cos 60 degree plus T2 cos 45 degree equal to 0, or T2 cos 45 degree equal to T1 cos 60 degree. We are just reversing this T1 to this side. We are shifting this term to the opposite side of this equal direction. Then what will get? T1 cos 45 degree equal to T1 cos 60 degree. This is equation 1. If we solve this, then we will get T1 equal to 1.414 T2. Now resolving the forces along y-axis. What you will get? You draw free body diagram. Body weight 1000 Newton. This is T2 of 45 degree and another T1 equal to 60 degree. Now we are resolving the forces along y-axis, means we are resolving these forces to in direction and T2 in this direction. How can we write this equation? F of y equal to 0, or T1 sin 60 degree plus T2, we are resolving this one, T2 sin 45 degree equal to or minus 1000 Newton, 1000 equal to 0. Or can we write this one like this? T1 sin 60 degree plus T2 sin 45 degree equal to 1000. We are shifting this 1000 to opposite direction of the equal direction. Just put the value of T1, this equation number 1, T1 value in this equation, 1.414 T2 sin 60 degree plus T2 sin 45 degree equal to 1000. If we are solving this value, we are getting T2 equal to 518.1 Newton. and this T2 value if we are putting here we will get T1 value. अंडरस्टैंड? ये T2 वैल्यू को हम यहाँ पे पुट करेंगे तो हम T1 का वैल्यू निकल जाएगा. हमारा जो क्वेश्चन रिक्वायर्ड था T1 एंड T2, कैलकुलेट T1 एंड T2 इन द रोप्स A, B and C, D. We are getting the answer. Method of resolution for the resultant force. Resolve all the forces horizontally. The algebraic sum of all the horizontal forces is written as if हम अगर सब फोर्सेस को हॉरिजॉन्टली रिजॉल्व करते हैं तो उसका समेशन एच लिखते हैं. अगर ऑल द फोर्सेस वर्टिकली निकालते हैं तो उसके समेशन को हम समेशन भी लिखते हैं. ये समेशन का सिंबल है. और रिजल्टेंट कैसे करेंगे? दोनों का स्क्वायर को ऐड करेंगे और उसके स्क्वायर रूट ओवर को निकालेंगे. समेशन एच स्क्वायर प्लस समेशन बी स्क्वायर होल रूट ओवर. द रिजल्टेंट फोर्स एंगल कैसे निकालेंगे? दो फोर्सेस है, वाई एक्सिस है, ये एक्स एक्सिस है और ये फोर्स है एफ है. सपोज ये थीटा दिया हुआ है. हाउ विल गेट थीटा? थीटा कैन बी कैलकुलेट, टैन थीटा कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड समेशन भी बाई समेशन एच. बहुत सारे फोर्सेस दिया हुआ है. अगर F1 है, ये F2 है, दोनों को रिजॉल्व करेंगे और थीटा कैसे निकलेगा? वेट सेकेंड. हाँ, टैन थीटा कैसे निकलेगा? वाई एक्सिस है, ये एक्स एक्सिस है और फोर्स इस तरफ से है थीटा. तो टैन थीटा कैसे निकलेगा? समेशन एफ ऑफ एच बाई समेशन एच और थीटा इक्वल टू टैन इनवर्स समेशन भी बाई समेशन एच. फॉर थीटा कैलकुलेट द थीटा ऑलवेज यूज कैलकुलेटर फॉर टैन इनवर्स. कैलकुलेटर में दिया गया है टैन इनवर्स का सिंबल दिया गया है. तो थीटा निकालने के लिए तो तुमको कैलकुलेटर यूज करना पड़ेगा टैन इनवर्स. A triangle ABC. This is theta not given the value of angle. We know the distance, this one AB is 40 mm and BC is 30 mm. How can we get the theta? Theta can be get sin theta equal to BC by suppose how we are getting tan theta equal to BC by AB equal to 30 by 40 और theta equal to tan inverse 30 by 40. And three forces 40, 50 Newton acting along the sides AB, BC, CA are given. Means 30 Newton, this is 30 Newton, 40 Newton and 50 Newton are given. Determine the magnitude of the resultant. We have to calculate the resultant. How we are getting resultant? Summation f of h square plus summation v whole square of square root over. बट बिफोर द गेटिंग रिजल्टेंट कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हमें पहले समेशन एफ ऑफ एच समेशन एच चाहिए और समेशन भी का वैल्यू चाहिए. समेशन एच मतलब फोर्स को हम हॉरिजॉन्टली रिजॉल्व करेंगे. कितना हो गया 40 plus 40 because it is already in x axis, so we can't resolve it. So 40 Newton, and we can resolve this direction. Then how we are getting? If we are solving the problem, we are getting minus 30 into cos theta. Put the value of theta here equal to 0, or not 0. We are getting the value of summation. We are getting the value of summation. Summation is equal to 60 Newton. Similarly, for summation V, how we are getting? We are plus 50 equal to plus 50, and resolving plus 50 because it is already in y axis. We will not take this value because it is in x axis and it is in y axis. We are taking only y axis value, and we are resolving this forces into y direction, means this. This is how much this one? Minus 30 into sine theta. This is theta. We are resolving to this in y component. So when it is far away from theta, then sine theta. If it is close to theta, then sine theta, cos theta, equal to 30 Newton, 32 Newton. Now resultant equal to square root over of summation h square plus summation v square. We are getting the value 30.5.89. If we are putting this value here and here, and by solving we are getting 38.5.8 Newton. A system of forces are acting at the corners of a rectangular block as shown in the figure. First I am doing the figure. This distance is given 4 mm. When we are resolving the forces, distance value is not so important. This is of no use. This is only given for the confusing, but there is no use of this meter distance in the calculation. When we are doing the movements in the later chapter, then this distance is required. But for the only resolution, this distance or some length they are given in the question, that is not important. The question is incomplete. Please complete it. Determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant force. This is the rectangular block, and at each corner some forces are acting, and we have to calculate magnitude and directions of the resultant force. Now we are resolving the forces horizontally. You see from the figure which forces are in the horizontal direction. 25 Newton in positive direction, 25 kilonewton, and this is plus x, this is plus y, this is minus x, this is minus y. 25 Newton is in plus y direction, so plus 25 kilonewton, and this is also in horizontal position, but it is in minus x direction, so minus 20 kilonewton. What is the value? Its value is 5 kilonewton. Similarly, summation of V, it is in vertical direction, it is also in vertical direction, but it is both are in downward direction. Downward direction means negative. So minus 50 kilonewton minus 35 kilonewton equal to minus 85 kilonewton. Now resultant equal to summation H square plus summation V square equal to 5 square plus minus 85 square of whole root over. Whereas by solving we are getting the value 85.15 kilonewton.